Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg may be betting on a new app soon. According to a report from the New York Times, the company is experimenting with a new smartphone app for users to bet on real-life outcomes, similar to prediction markets like Polymarket and Kalshi. Joining us now is Michael Isaac, a tech reporter for the New York Times, and one of the reporters who broke that exclusive reporting. Thank you so much for joining us today, Michael. So what else can you tell us? Thank you. Yeah. What else can you tell us about this app and how it would ultimately work?
Yeah, so it was super interesting. It's actually been pretty controversial inside since we published yesterday. A number of employees have reached out and are talking internally about how they think this is potentially a bad thing or dangerous thing for Meta. But it would function essentially like a lot like you said, like Polymarket and Kalshi. You can sort of focus on, the way to describe it is sporting events, real life outcomes, just sort of anything and everything in the world you could bet on. The key distinction is that it's not a real money app. So you'd be using like in-app points, to sort of wager. And this is very intentional because with real money comes real regulation, at least, or the potential for regulation.
Yeah.
And so it's a very experimental thing, at least right now.
Oh, this prediction app is apparently not the only thing Meta is testing, right? So what else are they looking to tap into at this point?
Yeah, I think this is a company that really does try to follow the bleeding edge of user behavior, especially Mark Zuckerberg. Like, he basically is a kind of an astute student of what people are doing online, tracks the data very closely. And so one other thing they're working on is an app called Meta Photos, which would be kind of similar to Google Photos on your phone. You sort of can upload your photos to it. It can create AI-generated slideshows. You can enhance things. You could, in this version, it might even use generative AI to mess with your photos if you are so inclined. These are still all experimental and really unreleased in some form, but I think this is really indicative of Mark Zuckerberg's approach to what new products can Meta create as they're trying to figure out what the future looks like for them.
Yeah, and just based on what you said there, what new products they can create, what does that tell us about the future of the company? Is it that social media, Facebook, Instagram, is no longer too much of a focus?
Yeah, it's a great question and a great point. And I think they're really a company trying to figure out what they want to be in a lot of ways. Meta is not one thing. It is exactly what you said. It's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's WhatsApp, which is a messaging platform.
Right, yeah.
It's Facebook Messenger. It's an AI business. It's a hardware business. It's the Ray-Ban smart glasses. So I think the way they approach it is a lot like a company like Alphabet, which is a parent company of Google, which is a whole constellation of businesses. And, Zuckerberg tries to tie things together with a common thread of this should all be social and connect with your friends and family. But it seems like kind of throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks based on digital behavior.
It certainly seems that way, but I suppose it's always a good thing to evolve. So we'll see what comes out of those ideas. Michael Isaac, thank you so much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.